So this is our Barbican Gatehouse. It's a 12-inch long wall segment, and as the name implies, it's a big gate. It's this really cool classic Barbican shape. I wanted to offer this during our Kickstarter, but we weren't able to, but now we've built it. We can give you this cool classic Barbican. This thing has cool details all the way around, including LED pieces, lots of awesome features. Let's go in and take a closer look at this cool gatehouse. So at the top here, we start off with a flagpole accessory. We have this green flag. We also give you a red flag for variety. It's pole accessories, so you can pop them both in, you can swap them around, you can put them wherever you want. They go in any pole accessory slot. Then we have an arbalist, which is also a pole accessory, so you can pop it in any pole accessory hole. It's got a stand and bucket of bolts. We've got these two high crenellated corners, which have cool arrow slits in there and pole accessory hole. And in the back we have a regular corner crenellation and a corner crenellation that has a hinged and operable trapdoor that you can remove to swap out. All of those are mounted on a 4x4 roof platform, which means you can fly them around as a unit easily. All right, so let's look at these two side towers. They're both mirror each other, so we'll just go through one of them. So this has the cool classic Barbican shape, the half circle front with a big square back. Hanging off front we have this decorative flag. It's got one of our wall accessory hanging hooks. It's a metal hook that's flexible, so it can hold on to something as small as a crenellation or a dungeon wall, or as wide as a half-inch wall, so you can use it to decorate in all sorts of different locations. We have another arbalist and bucket of bolts, so you get a total of 3 arbalists with this thing, lots of crossbow action, and a griffin statue pole accessory in the back there. This thing, pole accessory, fits in any pole accessory hole. The front we have these curved crenellations. They're quarter curve, and they fit 2 of them together to make a half, or they make a full circle. They're for 4-inch towers. Pair of straight crenellations, high crenellated corner, and then we have a 2x2 flagstone floor with a trapdoor. It's removable, it's operable, and there will be a ladder there that you can use to get down to the next level. So these front 2 crenellations are on a 4-inch tower half roof platform, so you can fly those around as a unit. And then the back is on another 4x4 roof platform. So you can lift that whole thing off to get access to this inner layer here. The front of this, we have a half tower floor and a half arrow slit wall. It's got a pair of arrow slits that go all the way through. Those connect with magnets and slots. One solid unit. The back section is made up of city builder pieces. We've got 3 corner posts. We have an extreme offset door here, which is hinged. And the floor has a stair cutout that corresponds to the stairs going down to the level below. And the back is an arrow slit wall, and that's removable, and that lets you shoot out at the bad guys if they make it into the courtyard behind the Barbican. The layer under it, very similar footprint. This one has solid wall front, half solid. Has a nice big staircase to get up to the layer above. This has a trapdoor floor, which opens. There'll be a ladder for this. Another extreme offset door wall, and then this back one is an LED wall. These are removable LED torches or lanterns, so you can swap them out for any other LED piece that you've got. And then finally, the last layer is kind of like our dungeon layer. It's all solid all the way around, half solid there, solid walls here, no way out except for going through the ceiling. So it's a good place to store supplies for a siege, or throw some prisoners, or maybe some treasure, whatever you want in the base layer of that thing. So then we have our gatehouse module in the center. So we have the upper gatehouse section. This is the top part of the upper section is made of these magnetic insert wall pieces. We use these, you can use them as inserts in your cutout corner walls for castle walls. They also, You could actually use them to build out a dungeon if you had a whole bunch of them. They're magnetic, they stick together with magnets and metal. And we have these corner posts for the corners. We've got full length ones, and these are 3/4 length ones. So a bunch of these rim the upper area. Below it, so that the front area, this is one solid piece that has this motor back here, and this is for our motorized drawbridge, which is probably the coolest feature of this whole thing. So we have a magnetic crest on the front here that hides the controls. The controls are a 3-way switch, so one way goes up, one way goes down. You switch it up, the winch draws up the chain to close up your drawbridge, or you can switch it down to drop your drawbridge back down. Cool built-in gargoyle stopper, and easily changeable batteries in the back. These are all city builder pieces, so the whole thing comes apart. So if you want, you can use this in a city builder build. It's got murder holes in it for dropping death down upon anybody that makes it into the inner gatehouse. And this is a slot for the portcullis. The portcullis, we've got this cool big iron portcullis. That thing is battle damaged. It's seen some action. Has a little peg on the front here for lifting up, and these pegs on the side to hold it in place. It's got 4 settings, so you can have it all the way open, partially closed, almost closed, just big enough for like a halfling to sneak through there, and then closed all the way down. The chains attach to the drawbridge with little lobster claw clasps. You can remove them all together. You can swap out the drawbridge if you want. Drawbridge is hinged. It's got removable feet. They have 2 different hole settings. The inner setting is if you're using the motorized winch, so it has a nice angle. If you press down, it'll drop it down. The outer setting, you can put the drawbridge in the outer holes, and that's if you're using it without the winch, so it'll stay up on its own without the chains to hold it up. So you have some drawbridge options, and of course you can use it without the drawbridge if you just want an open archway. The Gatehouse module here has a pair of LED sockets. Those are sconces, on-off switch on the side. These are modular and removable and interchangeable with any of your other wall-mounted LED pieces, so you can put lanterns on there if you want, or torches, or runestones, or whatever you've got. It's got this, it's got the portcullis that we showed before that has 4 different height settings. On the back of this thing, we have a pair of hinged double doors. These doors are also removable if you want to have that wide open. And finally, we have a spring-release trapdoor. You pull this little bit on the front, and the trapdoor drops down to drop people into the dungeon down below if you want. And of course, that trapdoor is removable. And finally, these units are removable. So you can break your gatehouse apart. You can use this trapdoor floor piece as a regular city builder piece if you'd like. It's removable. Pop that out. And you could use these in a build if you wanted to just integrate them into a regular city builder build also. So we also give you some options. So we have this magnetic Necromancer's Crest that you can put over there. It's got a magnet on the back. It sticks to metal up here. It's to cover up the controls. But we also give you options. We have a runic crest. We have this majestic Valorian crest with lions rampant. And we have this gargoyle crest. So you have a lot of different options in how you want to dress up your gatehouse. Plus you could put these things against your magnetic walls in a dungeon somewhere or something too if you wanted more decorations elsewhere. So that's our Barbican Gatehouse. This is just a killer entrance to any castle build. So many neat bits, including that motorized drawbridge, LED pieces. This thing is just a solid addition to your castle lineup.